Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to What's Up Vlog 167, and it's race day again. They seem to be coming pretty thick and fast at the moment as we enter the business end of the league. This is Magma Monday. It's a pretty straightforward, simple race on paper in that it's just one lap of the Watopia Volcano Climb route. So predominantly flat, with a climb to the top of the volcano in the middle, which isn't the biggest climb in Watopia, as you all know. Then back down the other side and a flat run to the finish line. What will make this one interesting is, because it's a short race, the likelihood is it's going to be incredibly intense right from the start. My initial thoughts when I put this one together were that maybe people will be looking to form a tight bunch until the climb, and then it's a case of who's got the legs to break away on the climb. But I actually get the impression from the chat and having looked at the route in a little bit more detail, there's a good chance everyone's basically just going to absolutely bolt from the go. So we'll wait and see, but that really doesn't play to my strengths, whatever I'm still trying to work out what they are, but what I do know is that I'm not very good at recovering quickly enough after a really powerful start to actually make a decent race after that. Good turnout, as I can see. Mr. Visser's there, Rudy Pausma, Paul McLaren, Brian Roden, Martin Backer. Good to see you back, Martin. Haven't seen you for a while, I don't think. Who have I missed? Darren Hunter's there, Jane Coates is there, T. Martinison is there. That's a new name to me. You're very welcome. Great to have you along. Right. I know how I should start this vlog, with a massive apology to Jane Coates. Somehow I managed to miss her off the results in my last vlog. I didn't miss her off in my pad. I've calculated her times, put her in position, calculated her points, but it appears that I missed out her name when reading them. It might have come across as deliberate because Jane was my main focus for that race, and I was desperate to take points from her, but I promise you that was not the case. I just must have been having a bit of a brain fart and just jumped straight over. So Jane, my sincere apologies. Well done on a stunning race. It actually genuinely was a really great, strong race for you, especially given that I thought I might do you on the flat course, but then be done on the mountain. But you managed to do me on both, so great job. Right, we've got 7 minutes to go. I've done a pretty intense warm-up actually. I think it was about 13 kilometres in the end, and I did a couple of sort of higher watt sort of sprint-ish efforts just to get the heart pumping. So I'm hoping I'm reasonably well prepared. What I have got on here tonight, which might be a hindrance, so this is excuse number one coming out. With my hill hunting rides that I've been doing, I swapped my pedals over because I've still not got any new cleats for the Time Espresso pedals. So I swapped them over with the Shimano ones so that I'm properly clipped in on my outdoor rides. Which means obviously I've got the Time Espressos on here and my other shoes on, so my left leg is not clipped in. The reason for changing the shoes was that I'd be getting knee pain, but it did seem to be worse on Zwift than it was on my Cervelo. But having said that, yesterday's ride with the Shimano cleats and pedals and being properly clipped in, I had hardly any knee pain at all, and I was doing some... It was all climbing. The whole ride was looking for hills and climbing them, basically. So that could well be the what's been causing the problems. So I have switched them over to this, and I can feel my left foot does move around in the pedal a little bit because that cleat's just snapped away at the front. So if I don't win tonight, that will probably be the biggest reason why. Let's be honest. Right, anyway, all that nonsense out of the way. I am going to... First of all, let's get over to the main screen. You don't want to be just seeing my ugly mug. I tell you what we haven't got tonight is... That should be on there for a start. Right, what we haven't got tonight is the head of race camera, I'm afraid. For no other reason than the fact that I've only just remembered about it. And I haven't got time to jump off and set it up, log Lucas in and get it going. So, apologies for that. We're going off as separate categories, but literally while I was doing the warm-up, had the email from Henry at Zwift to say he'd corrected the staggered starts, because I think they'd put us down as 2 minutes apart in each category as our start times. That's been corrected. We're all going off at the same time now. but annoyingly, I'm not sure if the sort of cross-category messaging works properly or not yet. So it may be that still some of the categories, the less populated categories, have a pretty lonely race, and I can only apologise for that. I wish there was an obvious solution for that, but it seems not. Brian Roden is streaming live. Excellent. Good man, Brian. Hang on, whoa, what's just happened there? Oh, hang on. Oh, maybe the staggered times didn't get corrected. So all of a sudden, half of the piers emptied. I'm not overly happy about that. I don't know what's happened there. Right, sorry, what I was saying, Brian Roden's streaming. Word on Brian, your streams are always brilliant, and the recordings of them are there. If anyone wants to see the full race, Brian Roden's streams are always on his YouTube channel after the event, as is Mr. Dave Crook streaming also, and also I believe his channel holds the recordings as well. Right, sorry, I'm a bit flummoxed by the fact that everybody's just left. Unless they weren't even part of this race, but for some reason were showing up in the jersey. I'm trying to work out who's gone. It was the A category that were due to go off at 7:45, but I can see Martin Backer is still here, or is that just his name still in the list? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. Get some, this isn't even proper go juice today. This is just bog standard electrolyte juice, nowhere near as good. Someone else has just gone and their trainer looked like it was still attached to their bike. This has all the makings for an absolute shambles, this race tonight. One of the courses was showing, that for the C category was showing as a different course, but I'm led to believe that was just a typo, so we should all be doing the same route. Obviously the staggered starts, I'm hoping they've been corrected, but it doesn't look like it, if I'm honest. And riders now going off the ramp with their with turbos still attached to their bikes. Right, I need to get my race face on. I'm completely, like I say, completely sort of thrown by that. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Whatever happens, I know I'm starting in 30 seconds. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Good luck, everybody. There's some very fast riders going off, as suspected. Hey, cheers Nadia, mates, for the ride on. Just as I was digesting the fact that I'm the only one in this group not on a Tron bike, I've gone for the lightweight Trek with the Millenstein, is it? Lightweight wheels. Cheers Kate Bonham for the ride on. Alright, I'm going to try and settle into this bunch for a bit. Okay, so this looks to be an absolute catastrophe. The guys that went off earlier are doing the full Volcano Climb route, and it looks like the C-Cat are doing one lap of the Volcano circuit, which is only 4.1k. Obviously we'll have done about 6k, 5k by the time we get there. But even so, it's going to be difficult to work out how to allocate points and how to judge this one, because not everyone would have done the same race. So the riders around me anyway: Paul Daly, myself, Keith Denton, Catherine Denton, Jane Coates, Joel Walker, Len Capel, Darren Hunter. Have I missed anyone? I don't think so. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, we started the lap, and The race ends when this lap finishes. Cheers Dave for the ride on. Thank you Martin for the well wishes as well. I think they finished. So maybe they're just doing the same route as us and they finished. I don't know. No one knows. Do you know it's difficult as well? Obviously Zwift power's down as well. So I'm relying solely on what I can see with my own eyes and what the actual Zwift results board gives me at the end. So this actually could get even trickier at the end of the race. Hey Sean, cheers buddy for the ride on. I'm hoping to see you at the Davina McCall Action Medical Sportive on Sunday. Stevie Wonkster, I got your message, sorry I've not replied. It'd be great if you're there. Yes, I'm already signed up. It'd be great if you can make it. That was fun last year with yourself and Bruce. That'd be good to see you guys again. Hey, Matt King, thank you buddy for the ride on. And Zoe Collins, Team Type 1, likewise, great to see you Zoe, thanks very much. I've got to keep my concentration here, looking for any kind of breaks. 1.1k to go, it would seem. Do this. Ah, I went too soon. I can't chase that. I'm not even showing in the results. Oh, there we go. Fourth. Well done, Len. Well done, Darren. Well done, Keith. I went too soon. I just couldn't. I couldn't dig when I needed to. It was myself and was it PJ that went early. And I just couldn't hold it to the line. Good job, guys. Well, that was an utter catastrophe. And I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to see anything. Yeah, no A-cats coming yet. No Bs. All the Cs. And no Ds. Oh, I'm so sorry about this, chaps and chapesses. That's not good. Oh man. Great sprint at the end, Keith, to nick me. I just didn't have anything in the legs. I saw Len coming. I didn't realise it was Darren on the wheel. But that means Mr. Denton pulls further away from me in the league standings. I managed to claw a tiny bit back on Jane and Catherine, thankfully, and keep Rink behind me. Hey, Kevin's just come in as well. Good job, man. Right, so all I can tell you at the moment is the finishing order for the C category. Podium, Len Capel, Darren Hunter, Keith Denton. Excellent job, guys. Then myself, PJ Daly, Jane Coates, Catherine Denton, Ring Visser, Snorefali Velo Viking, Rudy Pausma, Paul McLaren, C Knee 3120. Good job, whoever you are. Oh, I just knocked my microphone off. T Dine Hoover in 13th, K Comp 14th, then T Martinison 15th, Kevin Wilshire 16th, Joe Walker's just come over 17th. Oh, good job, guys. I'm not sure how many more C's there are to come over. Was Patrick in there? I'm not sure if Patrick was able to race today, but he's obviously just been promoted. So while I'm here, Patrick, awesome job, man. And you picked up so many points in the D's that even with your promotion and only carrying half your points over, you're in 4th place in the C's. Incredible. So excellent job, buddy. I really don't know what to do. I need to see the results of the other race anyway. But I'm not sure they're even going to come up on my screen. Right, now the race is done, and I don't really need to make excuses because I did actually reasonably well. I can tell you, my knee is absolute bloody agony. I took some ibuprofen just after my warm-up, but it's the twisting movement, and I'm so much less comfortable on this bike anyway. Having my last few rides obviously have all been outside on my Cervelo, and it's just so much more comfortable. So I'm going to have to get some more cleats. Do you know what? I might... Oh no, I haven't got any Shimano pedals. Or have I? I might have some spare Shimano pedals and some Shimano cleats somewhere in the shed. Might be a better idea for now, rather than waiting for the Time Espresso cleats to turn up. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to log out, and I'm going to do a ride with... Okay, is it going to give me anyone to ride with? Come on. Got to be someone there. Here we go. Right, I'm going to go with Peter. Hope that he's in the race. Are you in the race? Peter Patonk Ping Pong Wilson. Aha, right, okay. So here we go. Right, so Peter's racing. Got Martin behind. Let's try and flick forward. We've got Brian Roden here. Up front we've got, who's this? No, does that put me backwards? No, I think, right, Martin's in A category. Here we go, we're getting to the front now. No, not you, I want Jamie Woodward. He is 2nd. Right, here we go. So, we've got Jamie Woodward with Evelyn Ayres. Right, we can actually watch some of this. So there's Jamie, right on Jamie. Here's Eve. So who's first? M. Kane from ACRT. ACRT, who's that? Something racing team. Aussie Crit Racing Team? I don't know. Apologies if I'm getting that completely wrong. Anyway, so we have... So M. Kane's lead over Jay Woodward and Evelyn Ayres is 23 seconds. Oh, he's just had a... Oh, it looked like a dropout. Dropped down to 0 watts per kilogram then, but straight away back up to 5.8. So I think it's okay. Well, no, back down to 1.5. Maybe he's... Oh, that would be terrible if he's having actual dropouts. It looks like he's... looks like he was sort of comfortably going to cruise away in this one. He may still do, but there were some definite power drops there. So Jay Woodward, AB and Evelyn Ayres now 16 seconds behind M. Kane. But M. Kane's at solid 5.5 watts per kilogram. Do we have heart rate information? Yes, we do. Looks to me as though M. Kane's going to roll away with this one. And it's going to be a sprint for 2nd place between AB, Evelyn Ayres and Jay Woodward, which obviously would be 1st place in terms of league points. Well, in actual fact, forget that, because AB and Jay Woodward unfortunately aren't registered in the league along with M. Kane. So Evelyn Ayres looks like picking up all the points. I haven't seen Paul Sharp in the race for a little while, so that's meant Eves has managed to get a bit of a grip on this on the A category leaderboard. Okay, we've lost the other riders for the time being, but I think that's just because M. Kane has come around that junction. So in sort of 15-16 seconds or so, they should all appear. I've got to stop pedalling. My knee is absolutely killing me. Sorry for whinging. Right, they're just 9 seconds behind now, but M. Kane is able to put out the power, so should be able to stay clear. Yves Linez and Jamie Woodward and AB actually shown as only 2 seconds just then. I think it was just sorting itself out. So yeah, they're 16 seconds behind. And M. Kane out of this tunnel, left-hand turn, over the hump under the arch, and a nice easy run down to the finish line. So here we go, left turn ahead. Oh no, he's dropped out again. No way. Come on man, you're like 500 metres from the finish. Well, maybe a bit more than that, but you're bloody close. Oh, he's going to get caught, unless he wants a sprint. Unless he's playing. No, dropped out again. There's no way he'll drop out at that point with them coming. Oh, this is terrible. Come on, M. Kane. I feel for you, man. Oh, he's been swamped. It's clearly just dropouts, unless he's got a demon sprint on him. No, gone again. Oh, man. Right, I'm going to have to jump forward, though, M. Kane. I feel terrible about that. You got within a handful of metres to the finish. Right. Let's try and get a good view on this. I always find straight over the top is going to be the clearest way to see this all the way to the line. Jamie Woodward at the front doing the pulling. AB second wheel. Yves Linez third wheel. AB just rolls through now. Jamie tucked in. And he's tucked in behind Yves as well. They're all taking their turns. Who's going to be the first to light it up? 12.2 from Jamie Woodward. Here he goes. 13.4. AB's at 12.9. Yves Linez at 10. Looks like Jamie's going to take this one. 12.7 watts per kilogram. 750 watts, 740 watts. Up to the line. Then we've got AB coming up second. Well done, Jamie. Well done, AB. Well done, Yves. Let's jump back to M. Kane. Man, I feel terrible for you. Great job, buddy. Those guys are still pumping out the power. Is the race still on? No, surely not. Right, it's M. Kane. Well done, dude. He's finished also. And now I've lost everyone else, obviously. I don't know how I'm going to sort out the finishing order from this without Zwift power. And obviously I've not been able to see the actual finish for a lot of the riders. Is Stevie Wongster. Let's just give him a quick ride on. Aha, here we go. Right, we got some. No, where they gone? There we go. Nick Taylor and Martin Backer. Okay, let's give these guys a ride on. Coming up to the line. Okay, so this is for 7th and 8th. So I've missed some riders out here, haven't I? I do apologise. Right, let's get this overhead view again. Here we go. So we've got Nick at the front. Zoom in a little bit. Ooh. Nick at the front. Oh, Martin looked like he had some kind of drop out there as well, unless he's just absolutely blown. Yeah, it looks like Nick, 6.5 watts per kilogram, 9 watts per kilogram, 10.8 watts per kilogram with an aero. Maybe Martin just thought better of it. Great job, Nick. And let's cut back to Martin just before we get kicked out again. And he is just cruising up to the line to take a nice hatful of points. I've jumped back to V Ivanov, who appears to be in the race as well. Oh. I keep saying I've got to stop pedalling, then I keep pedalling. Ride on V Ivanov. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick anyone else up behind you after you've come over the line. I'd like to have got hold of, I know obviously Peter Wilson was in there. I think Hans Petter Summerson's in here. Rudy Pausmer, I think. Or did I see Rudy already? Can't remember. Sorry, I'm going mad. Alright, well done V Ivanov. Alright, let's see if we can grab anybody else. Sorry if I'm missing people, but I'm having to do this quite quickly. I'm just going to grab the first one I can see. Dave. Whoa, was Dave going straight off-road? Ah, okay. Oh, no, that was... So Dave's in the Bs, as is Dave Harmsworth ahead of him. And then I can see Matt King, Mike Ward, Jim Pocock, Dave Harmsworth obviously, and Dave Crook. So let's stick, I think Dave Harmsworth is the furthest into the race that I can focus on at the moment. So I'm going to stick with him. and we'll see him come over the line and see who else we can pick up after that point. Oh, this has just been an utter shambles right from the start. I do apologise, guys, it's terrible. Right, Dave Harmsworth now is coming up to the arch to start his gentle descent down to the finish line. God, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I didn't do bonus points for this race as well. That would have been a really hard one to sort out. For a start, half of us didn't even do the full course, so if it had been for the bonuses for the Volcano KOM, that's half the field out of the race already. Here we go, last 100 metres for Dave Harmsworth. Great job, my friend. And I'm going to click away, as always, just before you get to the line. Good job, buddy. Here comes Dave Crook next, into his last 200 metres. I have no idea what position. It says 15th. I don't know. I don't even know what that means anymore. I don't know. I don't know how many people are in that category. Whether that's 15th overall or 15th in the category or what. I don't know. But look, I can't click away from anyone. So, green jersey for Dave. Good job, man. Right, let's go back to me again. See if that allows anything at all. Who have we got there? Oh, I saw someone. I saw someone. Oh, I missed it. I think I saw Jim Pocock. Who have we got here? Oh, me. Right, that's no good. Jim. Jim. Oh, I can see you, Jim. Hey, there we go, Mr. Pocock. So I've got Jim Pocock and Michael Ward, although Michael's just disappeared from the screen. Jim's got about 6k to go, 7k to go. Right, I've just noticed Mike Ward is showing as ahead of Jim Pocock, but he's on less distance, so that was a bit confusing. He's had a dropout as well. Oh, they went off at different times, didn't they? Oh, this is really, it's really confusing. I'm gonna stick with Jim. Well, he's gone past Mike anyway now, so I'll stick with Jim to the finish. Got to say, I'm a bit peed off about it. And I do feel for all you guys, because everybody gets geared up for these, and you get your gear on, you do your warm up, and you're ready to go. I know it was only literally last minute that I got the message saying that they had corrected the staggered starts, but I hadn't heard anything about the incorrect course. But that had been mentioned well before I even asked about the staggered starts. So maybe I shouldn't have just assumed that they had corrected it. They'd done it before and it was just a typo. They told me that the course had actually been selected correctly, but it had just been listed incorrectly in the event module. And sure enough, it did actually, the correct course was used, even though it didn't say so in the event module. That was on a race I can't remember which one. But yeah, so yeah, maybe I shouldn't have assumed that that was all going to be okay. But obviously the staggered starts thing, I actually got an email whilst doing the warm-up to say, yep, that's all been sorted, so everyone will be going off at the same time. But so that's just made a bit of a pig's ear of everyone's evening, so I am really sorry about that. Hopefully you still enjoyed your ride or stroke race anyway. I quite enjoyed the sort of 4 kilometre lap. That was quite good fun. I'd like to have been able to fight right to the line and potentially could have won my first league race, even though I'm not even sure we're going to be able to classify it in the league because of the shambles that this has been. I still would have taken, to be honest, actually, that would have meant, if I'd won that, I'd have insisted that it counted. That's how desperate I am to win a league race, so I'd have absolutely insisted. But it wasn't my mistake, it was a Zwift error, and all's fair in love and Zwifting. So, but wasn't to be. My knee just wouldn't have it. It's just very frustrating. Alright, here comes Mr. Pocock on his descent down to the finish line. What's he got? About 400, 350 metres? Something like that. Am I going to be able to get anybody else once Jim comes over? Actually, while we're looking at Jim, he's another one that I'm sure I did do it in a video, but he's another one that very kindly sent me a cap all the way from Ottawa. Was it Ottawa? I think it was. It was his local cycling club, I believe. Very kindly sent me a cap. And the reason I mention it is because obviously I'm wearing the one that Jason very kindly sent me also. So, any other WKGers that just fancy sending me caps? What haven't I got? Alright, well done, Jim. Sorry, I was waffling away. Well done, Jim. Come over the line. And I didn't click away in time to see. See, look, we've still got... Alright, well... See, Joel's done 22.8 kilometres. So did he race... Did his race carry on after mine finished? So here we go. We've got Vela Viking. Maybe these guys are just carrying on riding around, or maybe they managed to do a manual turn up the mountain or up the volcano. I don't know. That would have made sense, but I'm not sure I would have got everybody to do it. So there's Darren. Hey, Mr. Smith. Right on, buddy. Right, Mr. Ward. Ooh. Aha. Here we go. Perfect timing. Just come out to the line. Hey, rocking an orange S-Works to match the kit. I'm liking that. Good job, man. 23 kilometres. Boom. Over the line. Alright. I think I'm going to have to give up. This is going to take me forever. It's going to be... I don't know if I've ever rage quit a race. But I might just rage quit this. Because it's actually just peeing me off now. Oh no, right. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to rage... Oh. Matt's already finished. Okay. So, okay. Those guys are finished. Nah, that's it. Sorry guys. I'm quitting because it's actually just really getting on my nerves. Right, thank you for kind of racing. Well done to everybody that did actually do a proper race. What else can I say? If anyone that didn't see yesterday's hill hunting vlog and missed the news that Sunday, the race that we've got scheduled for Sunday the 10th is no longer. Because two reasons. One, it was never supposed to be there, but I left it in. But the reason it wasn't supposed to be there is because I'm actually doing that Davina McCall charity ride that day, and only realised that later when organising the calendar and forgot to take it out. And secondly, it would mean we had too many races anyway, because the two-stage race that we did counts as 2 rounds. So anyway, so no race next Sunday. I'll put the feelers out on the forum tonight, see if anybody wants to rerun this one. We'll get an idea. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be pretty split opinions on that, depending on how well everybody did. Obviously, I'm quite keen to pick up the points for 4th place. That's it. Nothing else to say for once. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you on the next one.